Have you ever wanted to adapt a quilt block to a different size to fit a particular project? Today, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can do that. Welcome to Epida Studio. My name is Elizabeth and I help you make beautiful things with quilting, pojagi, and embroidery. So commonly, patterns for traditional quilt blocks are written for a block that finishes at 12 inches. That is a really common size. But a lot of times you don't want a block that is 12 inches. Maybe you're making a smaller project or you want something to fit a specific size. And so it's easy to adapt your block pattern to a different size. You can make it smaller or you can make it larger. Now, some quilt patterns are easier to change size than others. For example, if you're doing a rail fence block or if you're doing a 9-patch block, those are a little bit easier. And you can check the link. I have full tutorials for how to change those blocks and a lot of examples. But in general, the way you want to change your block size is you have to look at the size of the pieces without seam allowance. So you want to look at the finished size and then you want to adapt all the sizes by the same factor. So if you want to change a 12-inch block and turn it into a 6-inch block, you would divide each piece by 2 to get the size. But sometimes you'll want to do a block and it doesn't have easy arithmetic. So for example, if I had a 9-patch block, and this is a 3x3 layout, if I want to make this a 6-inch block, that's easy because I know that in 6 inches, there's 3 across, each of those will be 2 inches. I can easily make it a 9-inch block, I can make it a 15-inch block. But what if I wanted to make it an 8-inch block? That's a little bit more challenging. So if I wanted to make this an 8-inch block, then I could try and do 8 divided by 3, but then I know I'm getting into tricky fractions that are not on my quilting ruler. I don't like to try and measure anything that is smaller than 1/4 inch. And so what I would do, instead of trying to do the arithmetic of 8 divided by 3, I would actually change the question. That is the easiest way to adapt a block to a different size. If the arithmetic isn't working out, you can actually change the question. And don't you wish you could have done that when you were in elementary school? So for my 8-inch block, I have a couple of options. I could either make the center square larger, like this one, so that my squares on the corner are each finished at 2.5 inches, and then my center block is 3 inches. So I have 2.5 plus 3 plus 2.5, that equals 8. Or I could make the center piece smaller. So in this example, the corner blocks are 3 inches and the middle block is 2 inches. So 3, 2, 3 also makes 8. So it's an 8-inch block. And so when you're working with squares, that's easy enough to do. You can just make the numbers add up to what you want them to be and everything will work out. But if you are adding triangles into the mix, then it will get a little bit more complicated. So what if instead of a 9-patch block, what if I wanted to make a shoe fly block? Well, now I have half square triangles. And on a shoe fly, the half square triangles, they line up so they're in the same columns and the same rows. And so I could use the same sizes. I could make a block with a larger center or a smaller center, and I can still use that same procedure because the squares that are half square triangles are lined up. So in that case, it would work. But what if I wanted to make a friendship star block? This is also a 9-patch block, and it also just has some of the squares as half square triangles. But if I tried to do the same thing with this, you can see if I make the center larger in the block or I make the center smaller in the block, because of the layout of this block, that will turn the pieces that are half square triangles into rectangles. So that changes it to half rectangle triangles. Now, if you're comfortable doing half rectangle triangles, that's not a problem, but just be aware that it's not the same as a half square triangle, so you can't do it just the same way. And so now your block is going to have totally different construction. And if you continue to add even more pieces and more complex blocks, then it can be even more and more challenging to make your block a different size. So just be prepared to work with some odd shapes and maybe play around with your numbers and sizes until you get something that is easy to make. Personally, if I was going to do a friendship square block and I was thinking of an 8 inches, then I would consider going to possibly 9 inches, knowing that it would be 3 by 3 instead of 8 inches, just to have the ease of making half square triangles instead of half rectangle triangles. But that is just a personal choice that I would make. The easiest way to figure out all your options when you're adjusting the size of a block is to go old school and just use graph paper. Use the grid on the paper and sketch your block and figure out what size pieces you need. Then just remember to add on your seam allowances before you cut out your pieces. Once you've done this a few times, you'll realize it's not that difficult to change your blocks and adapt them to make them at different sizes. For more quilting tutorials, patterns, and inspiration, check out my website, epidastudio.com.